So here we are. It's Mother's Day, May 10th, and our black swallowtail butterflies have started to emerge.
Imagine if one emerges as soon as we open it, this chrysalis.
Yeah, I think that chrysalis has yet to emerge, but some of them have opened.
We're doing butterflies in school.
Nice. So this one emerged a little bit earlier today, so I'm going to leave the top of our enclosure open and it'll fly out. Oh, here it is climbing up. Let me see if I can help it up or just let it climb.
Just let it.
Okay. Yeah, so these butterflies, we had chrysalis watch last year with the caterpillars in this enclosure, and then the chrysalises sat in this all winter on the patio, and it got so cold over the winter, and yeah, they started emerging. So Declan's holding it.
It's a ways with nature.
Yeah, so it's just getting its bearings.
You ready?
And eventually it'll fly away. So right when they first emerge, their wings are all kind of crumpled up. And they have to pipe liquid into the hydraulics to kind of unfurl everything. And then their wings they gotta kind of flap them out and let them dry before they're ready to take flight. So this morning when we were getting ready to host Mother's Day, we saw one butterfly had emerged. And then during the course of Mother's Day, the second one emerged. Don't touch the wings because it has that dust on there that they need to be able to fly.
Oh, they have dust?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
But my friend Luca will love that fact. Just let it.
I can't believe they survived all winter out here. All right, to plant them, I dig a hole down, kind of as deep as I can easily go in the bed. This is a Hungarian heart tomato, looking great. Throw it in the bottom. Tomatoes have that property where their stem will turn into roots if you let it. Since these will be below the ground when I fill it in, I just pinch them off. Oh, well, that was an error. All right, redo. These side shoots off that'll be underground. Throw it in the hole. And then fill it all in. Great. Planted, and I'll water them in and fill the oyas, and we'll call it done.
Hold on, I need to do my arse.
So, because we moved the beds, we have to put the trellises back in, and these are too tall to get up on a ladder with like a post driver. So I sunk up a different way, so you don't have to be on a ladder. This is 4 feet of schedule whatever iron pipe and a cap on the top. Duct tape to a wooden pole. And you put it where you want your post. And you scoop up. Is this moving at all? Or does it go, like, I can't tell if it's on a big rock over here. Okay, and then when you get to the end, you kind of throw it up and over and catch it. Oh, great. And then we'll just do the last one, and then it's ready to put some brackets on and get the cross pieces.
Great.
It's Friday, May 22nd, and we're dealing with peanuts here. So here's the bed that I have prepared. We trampled it down a little bit because we were kind of using this as a staging area when we were constructing the greenhouse. So I turned it over with a pitchfork, did another run to the public works, added some more leaf mulch, turned it all over again, and laid down some really cattywampus furrows. And now we're ready to plant peanuts. So here's what we got. We have Bailey 2 peanuts from Gurney's. And then I also have some inoculant. So that's beneficial bacteria that can actually fix nitrogen, and the planting legumes and stuff like that with inoculant is, I have good luck with it. I don't know if that's just confirmation bias or whatever. But yeah, we're just coating the peanuts in that slurry. You're supposed to plant these every 4 to 6 inches, 30 inches apart, but here's what we're doing. We're just throwing them in the furrow. Trying to keep them in the furrow. We have a real squirrel issue here. I'm going to assume a bunch of these are going to get consumed by the squirrels, despite this low, useless fence being here. Bonnie is doing her best to try to get inside here and eat the leaf mulch. So we're gonna lose some peanuts to Bonnie before they even grow. And yeah, just marching down. I guess I can take a little pause here and show. They're supposed to be an 1.5 inches deep, but I'm just gonna close the furrow so it's nice loose soil. Should actually put those down a little deeper. There we go. So I'll just do this the rest of the way, and then cover everything up with chopped straw so more weeds don't grow. All right.